The Third Church Revisited 2012. What's today's date? This is July 15th, 2012. Third Church of Jerusalem, House of Prayer, Temple of God. I did a video some months ago in which I spoke of love, of what the definition of love, and a realization of what love must be in terms of how it applies to my doctrine, if you will, and when it applies to my ideology, my faith, my belief, what it is I put forward to you, what love must be in order for it to be consistent, for my words to be consistent, for the faith and belief I put forward, for it to be consistent in word and in deed. The definition of love had to change. The application of love had to change. And what it changed to was that love is truth. Love has to be truth. It has to be the giving of truth and the acceptance of truth. And that's what I've come to realize once again in making sure that I am consistent. That once again, that which I give you to follow, that which I am saying should lead you to be consistent. That there is no contradiction, no confusion, to be thorough and just, that it had to be changed to this. And so now, I have to revisit, that Trinity that I put forth to you, the unconditional love, the unequal belief, all right, and the uncompromising truth. That Trinity which I put forward to you to lead you in the right way, the just way, the righteous way. To be consistent, to be thorough, to be complete within and without, as one, as a whole. It has to be revisited and brought to you anew, if you will. So the unconditional love, meaning unconditionally giving truth, offering truth to someone. There's no conditions, there are no stipulations that are required for me to speak truth to you, to offer the truth to you. There are no requirements, there are no stipulations required for me to receive truth from you. There are no requirements, no stipulations for me to accept the truth of who you are, of what you do. It is unconditional. It's unconditional to give you truth. And why should I not give you truth? Why should I not accept truth from you when the fact is that truth is our salvation? Truth is God. Truth is the glory. If that is such, then it must be a conditional. Love must be truth. So the unequal belief, once again, I have previously put forward that when I speak of unequal belief, it is not in quantity, but instead in quality. Not in quantity, but instead in quality. Quantity meaning I am going to believe this much that something is true. No matter what, I'm going to say that I believe that this is the truth, and I'm going to keep believing no matter what you put forward towards me, no matter if you offer me the truth. If you offer a truth that kills my belief, my faith, That's ultimately shows me that what I believe was a lie, I'm still going to continue to believe no matter what. No. It is saying that as a being, as that we call a conscious being, that is able to believe things, that is able to thus imagine things, imagine possible things, that as a being, as a sentient, so-called sentient being, a conscious being, a being that is ignorant. It means that is able to actually not know things. That it is actually required of me to create belief in things, to say that there's a possibility of something because I don't know. Because of the fact that I don't know the truth, my whole existence of life is based off of me believing. Everything I do is based off of me believing. Even if it's the truth, it still requires me to believe in it, no matter what. My entire existence when I wake up is based off my believing in something. Then I am given the truth of something. I have that, and I accept that truth. And even sometimes I might not accept the truth. When it's done many times, people are not accepting the truth. Why? Because they believe something else. That's why. Because they believe something else. So even in the face of truth, they can reject it because of their belief in something else. So it is the need to believe in the greatest of things, right? The possibility of the greatest of things. Well, what is the greatest of things? Truth. So an equal belief is a belief in truth, because truth is the greatest things, and it is required that people have to believe in truth. People actually have to come to the realization of their need to believe in truth, even though it's there daily in front of us, speaking to us. It's right there for our eyes. We can see it. We still have to believe in truth. Right? We still have to believe that in that brightness from the sun, that heat, that as we look at the sun and we feel it, that we have to believe that heat is coming from that yellow ball up there, that we believe is a ball of fire. That's what we've been told. Fire. Is it really fire? It's not really fire, right? It's whatever the sun is made of. Plasma. It's not plasma. Whatever the sun is made of. We are forced to believe that the information of the scientists. We believe that heat that we feel comes from there. It appears that the heat comes from there. Look, it feels like that, but we have to believe that. So it is understanding how deep it goes, that it is required that we believe in truth. We believe in the saving grace of truth, the salvation of truth. We must believe that truth is God, that truth guides us, that truth controls us. Ultimately, it controls us constantly. It is seeing this, it is accepting this, it is adopting this, and believing in the necessity to fully embrace it, to become one with it, to love truth with all our heart, our soul, our mind, and our strength, to be part of our very being, that we should base everything we do off of truth, by way of truth and through truth. That we receive everything through truth. We receive our knowledge through truth. We receive everything through truth, because everything comes only by way of truth. And it takes a belief in this. It requires that one has to Make the choice, the decision to believe that it is truth that is God. That there is nothing else that is God but truth. There is nothing else. There's nothing else as great, as glorious as truth. Plain and simple. That if you break it down, you look deep within and without, that at the core of everything, that the essence of everything is truth. Truth shows itself to be God and requires a belief. It's a realization of this, if one can even realize this, meaning intellectually, that one has capability to do such. Because the truth is, there will be those that will not be able to see this light. The truth is, mentally, there will be a block. Visually, there will be a blind. Auditorily, there will be a deafness to the truth of this, to the truth that truth is God. Some will be able to get through those barriers. They will be able to break through those barriers that have been set up and put in place by the people who raised them. They raised them in a doctrine, a way of being, way of belief. There will be those who will break through that. And the truth is, there will be those that will not be able to. That will not be able to. The truth is, there is inherently within people these blocks that they will not be able to get to. And yet still, even for them, there is a salvation of truth. Because then it takes the people who are able to grasp this, who are on the outside of these people, who can then thus set up the world around them to help them, to then thus bring the salvation to them, even though they are not able to see it, to understand it, to grasp it, to hear it, to know it. And even so, even they can be saved. Even they too can be saved, even if they are not able to. It is as creating a lifeboat for someone who doesn't believe that the ship is going to sink, or creating a boat for someone who can't swim. It is creating that life vest, that lifeboat for them, because they are not able to save themselves. And thus they will be saved. So even though they may not realize, be able to see that it's truth that is saving them, those who are able to can then still thus save them. It is the belief in truth. It is the belief in truth is unparalleled. It is above all else. There is no equal to. There is nothing as great as is the belief in truth. You can believe in whatever God you want, whatever faith you want to adopt, but it's not come up to the high standards of truth. Your God will not save you as will truth. Your God will not guide you as will truth. Your God has no control as much as truth does. Your God cannot kill truth. You realize your God cannot kill truth. Even if you want to worship Satan, Satan cannot kill truth. Your God cannot kill truth. But truth can kill your God. Truth can kill Satan. You realize this, right? Some of you won't. Some of you can't. Can't see it. You can't hear it. Can't understand it. You do not hear my voice. But it's okay. Because there are no prerequisites, there are no requirements for me to accept this truth of you. I thus accept this truth of you that you are incapable for the reason of truth. It is truth that is behind the reason why you are unable to grasp this, to accept this, to embrace this, to know this. Unequal belief, unconditional love, uncompromising truth. There are no compromises. This truth, there is no compromising the truth. There simply isn't. You can't compromise. I mean, even if you tried. Ultimately, even if you tried, there is no compromising truth. There is no compromising truth. There is no corrupting of truth. Not truth itself. Not truth itself. You can corrupt one's understanding, one's knowledge, one's vision, how one hears, how one speaks about truth. But truth itself cannot be corrupted. And it makes no compromises. It makes no compromises. Truth is going to be the truth no matter what. Truth is going to offer the truth no matter what. It cannot be corrupted or compromised by anything, anyone. Not it itself, because it is beyond everything, because it created everything, because it is greater than everything. Thus it is better than everything. It is of a higher quality. It is of the highest quality than everything else. It is the only thing which is pure, that cannot be corrupted. It makes no compromises. Even in your ignorance, it's still there. Even in your blindness, it's still there. Even in your willful disobedience, it's still there. And will always be there. Forever. For eternity. Uncompromising. It is wanting the truth at all times, no matter what. It is believing the truth of all times, no matter what. It is wanting to know the truth, willing to receive the truth at all times, no matter what. Even if it kills our current held belief. But if our belief is in truth, then it can be killed. Because then it is thus a complete system. Closed yet open. If your belief is in truth, then you're always ready to receive truth. And as long as you receive truth, then there is balance. But if someone tries to offer you something that isn't truth, then it is thus rejected. And truth itself rejects it and kills it. Truth does. Once again, maybe your ignorance doesn't. You may accept them. You may receive something that is not truth because of your ignorance. Because your lack of ability to see truth. But that truth is still going to be out there. Still waiting. Still out there waiting for you. If it's possible for you to come to it. If it is possible to receive. And if not, it'll still be there. When you're long gone in the past, it'll still be there. This is the third church. You are the third church. We are the third church. I am the third church. The true church, the final church, the only church there is, as in it is the only true church, and the one that is necessary for our salvation, to go where we're capable of going. And how I don't know we're capable of getting there? Because of truth.